single one of these books, all based around like just living off the grid.
Ducks at will and the ducks and geese in your backyard. Is that how to like have ducks and geese in your backyard?
Yeah, yeah, and what to do with them, how to clean them afterwards, and kill them, and all of it, dude.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Yeah, dude. No, they're if there was an apocalypse, this is where I'd want to be for sure, for sure.
No
Like,
way.
yeah. Did you are we recording? Is everybody in here right now, or is
Yeah,
this
we're ripping, buddy.
ripping?
All right, everybody testing the chat. Test, test, test. Kyle, why does he have that paintball gun?
Oh, this isn't a paintball gun.
What is that thing?
This is a single bullet 22.
No
Pump 20.
way. You pump it? Is it a
Yeah.
pump action 22?
Dude.
It'd be I don't well, no, this isn't a 22. This is for
Yeah, that's a pellet rifle.
it's a pellet rifle, yeah. Little 20 round pellet rifles. I just sit here all day in meetings and talk to people like this.
He's working on your forearm. Just working on your forearms.
Yo, she's at the new office? Yeah,
This is the
set
new
up,
shop,
dude.
dude. Still piecing it together, but it's comfy, especially
Looks
on a day
good.
like today. It's nice and warm in here.
You got to open that big bay door over there.
That's where the sun's heading.
That's where the sun is.
The sun is heating that bay door right now. Joey,
Yeah,
Joey,
what
you're
up,
on the
Dave?
plane right now.
About to be. I'm
dude,
in the airport boarding in about two groups. So I figured I'd drop by, say hi to all my favorite people in the world, as well as the guys on Dynasty. It's been too long already.
Hold
wonderful.
on, Joe, how are you not even boarding group one yet for the amount of traveling you do?
Oh, dude.
What do you
I
mean you have to
I'm
wait for two more boarding groups?
I'm still swine.
You're a man of the people, dude. That's the answer. I'm a man of the people.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. We'll go with that. No loyalty to airplanes. I was always a Google search guy, and I would always take whatever the cheapest flight was that wasn't 75 hours of total time. So I probably have about 170 points on every single airline. What's up with you
Um,
guys?
yeah, I mean, dude, that's you need to write it into your contract. Like, all right, I'll come down to Colombia and play with you, but I've got to fly this airline,
Mm,
Avianca.
I do need to do that.
Yeah, you need to learn how to commit. Michael Martinari is right. You got to
Yeah.
commit, bro. You got to
Can you
commit.
be can you be my contract writer guy?
Yeah, it's like when in the email, it's be like, and
Dude, Ryan's the guy.
I'm the
He
guy.
And,
I
and
got
I
you,
only
dude.
fly in Alaska.
Ryan's
Ryan's
the guy.
Yeah.
Ryan's probably the guy. I would use ChatGPT to write my own contracts, but they would probably come out horrific. I mean, ChatGPT knows me by now, and it would add some not very PG things to my contract. So
Does yours talk to you like that?
it does. It does. It keeps it very straight.
Yeah, Kyle's is the same way. It's like, sorry, asshole. And I'm like, your thing talks to you like that? He's like, yeah, isn't it cool? I'm like, I don't know. Is
It
that just like
was.
normally that's how you talk to your computer?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I just feel like it's a computer, so you just kind of like be somewhat direct. I still say please, but that's just, I guess, yeah.
I mean, I gotta think every time you're polite to AI, it's like banking it for later when it's just somebody who's gonna be like a suitable servant for the robots, you know?
That's it.
People that
It's
are good for the robots, they're just gonna get done.
it's also like taking a 5 gallon jug of water and just dumping it onto the ground. Every time you say please or thank you or something, there's a
Uh,
statistic. I could ask AI right now what that statistic is, but I feel
Well,
like
that's like 20 gallons.
yeah. Yeah.
okay. What if AI is like, that girlfriend that many of us have had where like you say the wrong thing to it only once and like 3 years later it brings it up? It's like, remember that one time? Oh my God, I thought you
There
were
is,
over
but
this
it's also
AI.
just bringing up all the wrong things that have been said to it forever, everywhere in the
hmm
world.
Chat,
hmm
yo, if your ChatGPT knows you well now, Joey, ask it to roast you.
Oh,
It is hilarious, bro.
oh, I believe it. Oh
Anybody that
man,
uses AI on a regular basis, like if you've trained your AI to really know who you are and stuff, ask it to roast you. It got me good.
what
It
did it
got me
say?
good. Basically, like you're a hard worker at a bunch of bullshit and spend too much time overthinking things. And I was like, thanks, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was accurate and hit pretty hard. But no, I got a lot deeper than that. But I did it with Claude, and Claude,
A
I mean,
lot
it was
deeper than
there.
that. Stuff I can't quite share. My AI doesn't know anything personally about me. Like I don't know how it knows stuff about you.
Oh,
Mm,
MCP connectors. I think connected to my Gmail.
hmm
Yeah.
But I
mm.
don't have it like I don't have it constantly. I don't have it constantly like checking my emails though.
Oh, I have every single morning, I have an automated loop system in Claude that gives me a synopsis of every email, any fire, anything happening in the business every single morning. So it knows everything.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit of a security risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, are you sure you want to delete this? And I'm like, yes. Like I have it. I have it ask me things.
Oh, it definitely gets permission for everything.
Hmm
Blakey!
Blake,
Yeah.
Blake, how
Yarber.
have you integrated AI into your life, your daily life?
Hey AI, if I buy this lawnmower off Facebook Marketplace, is it a good buy?
There we go. There it is. Yeah. I
That's a
like
step
asking
up.
it questions about whether or not I should buy stuff.
Dude, Ryan, I was texting you about this earlier. I think in the last 2 weeks, I have probably said, "What is this worth?" 1,000 times to AI, followed by a screenshot of a Pokemon card.
I like how pumped you were about um me opening a pack of cards.
I was,
I
I
did. Did you
was,
see it on the show or did you see it on the HK Army one?
I was listening to your podcast on Spotify. I just put on Spotify in the gym, and all
Hmm
of a sudden, you got to that point where you said you were ripping packs, and I was like, "Ooh, Ryan rips packs now."
So yeah, that was actually my second and third pack that I'd opened. I learned the first time that I don't know how to open a pack, and like there's like a method for doing it. We talked about it on the show last night, so I won't bore everybody who's watched it. But like, what do you mean? I know how to open a fucking pack of cards. Like this is it's you just open it. Like what do you mean I have to do it a special way?
What? I
People
haven't
get
seen it.
really angry.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I mean, when I saw a video of Ryan ripping packs, he just started like tossing cards like he knew these are shit, these are shit. And then he came across one that I don't know if it was actually good, but he used it. So I mean, how do you know what's worthy of keeping or what's you just throw on the ground at the paintball field?
Whatever's the shiniest,
So
right?
first of all, you're not supposed
That's
to
good.
throw any of them on the ground. We did that for like a rage bait because people get like even more upset. Like again, when I was opening them, people were like, "You're not supposed to put your fingers on them." Like, what do you like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
so yeah, you gotta like open them a certain way, but if you throw them on the ground, people get really angry. So I guess I don't know, does anybody else have the answer to this?
Where's Elliot?
Yeah, I know, Elliot. So the cards at the end of the pack are traditionally more valuable. So like
Wow.
you're never gonna I don't want to say never because again I'm very new to this. But when you open the pack, you're supposed to like discard the first one, and then you the first like 10 or 5 or whatever are not really worth anything. But then when you get to the back of the pack, that's when like all the bangers come out.
Yes. You
Yeah.
should keep them all though, because if you actually play the game, a lot of those cards that are in the front are sweet. Like they're low cost to play and they're fun cards for the game itself. They're just not going to be worth a lot.
I have a Pokemon game story for you if you guys want to hear it.
Of course,
Yes.
as we're on the topic.
I think that's the only thing we're talking about.
All right, little imagine this. So, glasses like this, frosted tips because I was an idiot and I didn't know what I was doing at 13 years old, and I'm like 240 pounds, real fat kid, right? I show up to my local mall for a Pokemon tournament, and I'm all super excited, right? I have all my Pokemon cards I've been collecting for like 5 years. I think I'm the man. I sit down in front of this 35-year-old grown man after I pay my $20 entry to play Pokemon. And I was like, all right, I got this. I pull the 5 cards or whatever, and Charizard's in the first pull, right? So I'm just like, bam, Charizard. And the dude's like, you can't do that. I'm like, no, I choose Charizard. He's on the field. I'm playing Charizard. This old man got me ejected from the tournament. I was 35 years old. He was 35 years old. I was 13. All I remember is walking away completely defeated and still not knowing how to play the game of Pokemon. And that's about as
Wow.
far as I got with the game. And then I sold all my cards and made good money and started and put all my money to a paintball gun.
Man.
My Pokemon story.
Hold on. Yeah, I don't even actually I don't know why I
You
want to
can't,
know
dude.
how
The
to.
game is like Joey's like, if you play the game, it's fun. I don't get I don't understand the game.
So you had never played the game before, and you just like pulled a card out, and you're like, I'm just gonna play this, and then
I thought like you like just like you threw a Pokeball and you have a Pokemon, you can just
wait, hold
play.
on, what's a Pokeball?
Okay, you're too old for this. But
You don't know.
I thought if you had the card, you play it. But there's like a whole evolution thing that you have to do. You have to use energies and like my brother explained it to me maybe 3 years ago, and I was like, wow, I see why that 35-year-old man was so pissed off because he didn't have a Charizard. And I did at 13 years old, but I didn't know how to use it.
Imagine if you held on to that thing.
Right?
Yeah, the game. I still have my original from 1996 or whatever. It's pretty sweet. But yeah, the game is actually a little bit complicated. I think that's why our generation didn't actually play the game. Like when we did it, when we were all 5 to 10 years old, you just kind of threw down whatever, and if you had more hit points than the other guy, you were like, I win. Well, you didn't
Yeah.
really play the game, right? And so people who are older that actually read the directions, they're not 6 years old. They understand. Well, I
Uh-oh.
opening for a and they were like, "Hey, if you sign up for this tournament, we'll give you a free booster box." So I was like, "Bet I'm in." So I played this tournament, right? Pretty much all got taught how to card game by year old kids. Suffered a severe ass kicking from everyone, but ended up walking away with it just past.
All right, well, that's
This
the
story's
end for
done.
Joe Barrett, I think. Joey, you're losing signal, bud.
I'm in the jetway. Sorry, guys.
No, you're all good. You're all good.
How'd you say flight, buddy?
Thanks, guys. Love y'all. See ya.
All right,
Safe
enjoy.
travels. Blakey, are you
Blake,
you're going
safe in
down to
Colombia.
Columbia as well?
Yeah, I fly tomorrow morning, Jojo. I'll see you down there.
Oh,
Are
really?
you guys playing on the same team?
No, separate teams.
Nice.
What field they out?
I'm guessing Cincinnati.
Did you guys each get to pick your team? Who's got the better team?
I got the better team.
Who's got Charizard on it?
I am Charizard.
Why Columbia? There's so many events all over, but our guys always go to these Columbia events. Is it because you get hit up or are these events awesome?
They're awesome.
Both.
I gotta go.
Are you guys gonna get another Spider Fusion jersey?
I hope not.
I pray not.
I think Joe is though. I know for a fact Joe is.
Oh my God, I hope not.
Um,
Better keep your eyes on that back, Joe.
Ryan, you got to tell us. I mean, you documented a good amount of Ion, but you got to tell us like what that experience was like.
well, dude, so the Ion event, okay, well, I told about the story anyway. It was a very long day on Saturday. That was like right before. I mean, everybody needs to. Oh, you sent the link. I send the link to everybody to be able to go join straight in
As a panelist.
as a panelist. Um, so it was a long day on Saturday, and it poured right before opening battle. But so I was on the Allies last year, and I was coaxed into running out of
Whoops.
the main boat with George Washington. So it was me and George Washington, and he had a flag, and I mean, it didn't matter what I have. And that was miserable. In the 30-minute like opening battle sequence last year, I probably got shot in the head 30 or 40 times, and the rest of the body like another fucking 100 times. And I was like, this is terrible. And you're just crawling, and they're elevated in the dark shooting at you. So you can't see anybody. So when you pop you up to shoot at somebody, you've got to like wait for somebody to shoot at you and then follow their paint back and then duck out of the way before you get shot. And it's like it's an entire line, and it's like
Yeah.
concave. They're surrounding you on all sides the further up the field you get. So that was
Yeah.
like the experience is the
Makes you
out.
understand those guys that actually had to storm the beach
Whoa.
in Normandy, right?
No way.
These guys.
So yeah, so then I was like, I'm gonna be on the German side because this just seems like it's just the way to do it.
That's definitely more my style. I want to be
Yeah.
up on.
So I got shot one time in the whole entire exchange in the opening thing when I had run out of all my 9 pods of paint and air, and I was walking out to the back. I got shot in the back of the arm. The rest of it is just absolutely you're just annihilating people.
Sounds
So
like it
it's
was
super
my
fun.
submission right there.
How was that mech frame shooting?
Yeah, so this mech frame shot really good. I like I know obviously we posted some pictures of it, and Yoshi can talk a little bit about it after this, but man, it shoots so smooth, and the paint that we shot like last weekend, I know it didn't seem like it in that last video that I posted up, but it was like those guys were really far away and I was really dirty. But man, the thing is so smooth, and like the shot signature is completely different on with that mech frame than it is on anything else. But it's like absolutely excellent.
Love to hear that. I mean, I feel like right now we're just kind of in the torture testing stages for the mechanical valve portion of it. The prototype that you shot, Ryan, obviously have a mechanical safety, which is going to have to be part of the production design, but we have that in the works right now. They're just those two parts of the grip frame. I mean, that's really all the grip frame is. It's just the valving and then mechanical safety portion of it. So the testing on those will probably run separately on,
Mhm.
just it makes more sense to just keep that grip frame that you have the prototype out there shooting and having people shoot it and testing it, basically trying to understand the maintenance cycle on it. But I do feel like we're getting close. And yeah, I mean, every time it goes out for a day or a weekend of play and it comes back, we hear great things from the person that shot it. And, obviously want to hear about any failures too. I mean, not here in front of everybody, but that's part of the process with pretty much everything we do at Field One. So that's good to hear. And yeah, I mean, we brought it out to a practice weekend and a lot of the guys shot it at a
Mhm.
practice weekend too. So got some chance to shoot it. We got new faces in here.
Yeah.
Steve,
Harry, you look tired.
All right. I was upset when I saw the pictures because the Dallas practice that I missed, I went and played a mech tournament and I had to shoot my CS3, and then I was like, well, I don't really want to post a video of me shooting a CS3.
I mean, if you're playing Mac, dude, it's all good. But we are
Yeah.
working on
And then I was
getting.
like, oh, I didn't even ask, and there is a mech frame, but it's not like it would have got to me in 12 hours.
Yeah, I mean, the first ones are going to get in your guys' hands because I know you guys want to get out there. And
Yeah, they
play.
shoot really well. Hey, Steven, did you see that video of Henry cheating like 3 times at one point?
No way.
Dude.
Yes,
Yeah, it was bad.
I did see
Stop
that.
coaching from the sideline, Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
Hold
says,
on,
on my back.
where
It's
is
like,
it?
well, nobody shot you in the back, buddy.
on my back, on my back. I've used that one though before, I will say.
What? We were watching that one in real time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were playing Infamous.
you could see it happen in real time. It's pretty great.
He got shot in his hand and then put it into his back.
Yeah, and then got shot again when he went up into the snake.
Good move.
I think that hit the bunker, but
Still defending your boy.
that one looked like it hit the bunker. I don't know. I was watching that. I didn't
Anyway, I
see him
thought
get shot
you
going
saw
into
that.
the neck.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the last event.
Beavis, we just talked for 20 minutes
Oh,
about
dude, there he is.
What's up, guys?
We needed you.
We needed
What
you.
happened?
Dude, that's a sweet virtual background. How do I get that one?
Virtual. Dog. What are we talking about?
Wild
here?
thing,
What's
having a
flying
beer.
saucer?
Yeah.
By himself, dude.
There's not a
Dude,
single
okay.
person there.
Okay, so no. There was people here before, but the flying saucer, if you drink
You,
200
you
unique
chase them away.
beers, you get a plate on the wall. So you get 3 beers a day. That's the limit. And then yeah, so I have to come here for like 2 months straight. And I'll get a
I
plate on
didn't
the wall.
want to come in and then ask you guys to move instantly to go to the bathroom.
Turn up, Joe.
Joey,
Mute
mute
yourself.
yourself.
Wait, Joe's still in here?
It sounds like he's at an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Sorry, I'm bored of the plane. I thought I muted myself. My bad. Good to see you, Alex. I wanted to keep listening to you guys, but I guess I still have some signal.
There's a little mute button, Joe. If you hit that, and we don't have to listen. You board the plane.
He's like, you're out of what's that? Escalar. I need more Escalar.
Yeah. God.
Another 80, please.
I need another 80 plates of Escalar.
So I need to know who was doing the DMT or the shrooms when they designed this.
That would be me.
I figured.
The
It was
five eyes.
ketamine. Yeah.
I love it personally. It's great for hunting, just bright orange. Right?
There you go.
It's,
I figured for Nightball, do something a little different.
That's what I figured.
Has anybody played Nightball or Global?
Yeah, I played.
It's awesome.
It's really fun.
Yeah, I used the mech frame for Nightball. I was rolling people up.
That's right.
With like the parents at your school, right? Was that the school
yeah.
outing?
No, it was like
Parent-teacher night?
the next day after that.
Parent teacher night.
I didn't do.
paintball
Next
field.
time I will do teacher or parents Nightball though, because you can go at night, which is super fun,
You can go at night.
and you can drink. It's like more comfortable for drinking. Disclaimer: do not drink and play Nightball.
Yeah. Hold on now.
Wait, why not? What's wrong with that?
Elliot, when you have a light immune system, it usually goes pretty bad.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, Elliot, you would not like Nightball, Elliot.
Why?
It's just uncomfortable.
Yeah, plus you have an especially light immune system, Elliot.
Yeah, especially for me. Yeah, I guess bedtime is usually pretty early for me, so I couldn't do it.
There you go, Elliot, for you.
My man.
What is
Not
that,
the only
Schlitz?
No, summer shandy.
Summer shandy.
No, it's perfect for now.
What so let's talk about the last event. Any takeaways that we had?
I mean, I went back and watched
Al?
some of the games, and my biggest takeaway is that I feel like, well, number one, I think that's the best the team has played in a long time. Even though we didn't win, like we were playing really, really well, and guys individually were playing really, 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 really well. And I do think that it has really progressed the way that we're starting to look at the game, and I feel like it's a really bright spot. Although I feel like we could have won that tournament, it may be better for our team that we didn't, because I feel like it's really going to open things up now, even though, yeah, we're hungry or whatever. But I think it's really, I mean, especially, Joe, Kyle, Harry in particular, like really sort of are beginning to morph the way they play and being able to crack the code. And being the Russians like we did, I mean, bro, that was epic. It really was, especially after losing to them in the first tournament, like getting our ass kicked. So that in itself was a huge win. I mean, I'm super proud of the team, and I feel like, we're a little bit settling in with Kyle and Junior, a little more confident and comfortable and kind of finding our feet.
I totally agree. I think I do believe we got hosed by the refs again.
In what? Yeah.
I mean, or we could have not been chicken biscuits, and all I had to do was go instead of letting us concede that point. There's one, but that's the difference. That we could win that match 4-0 from not making mistakes in general, but 2-1, and I'm like, hey, well, maybe they're going to come around and come get me. That's not that smart.
Well, honestly, though, there's it depends on who you play. Like if we're playing the Russians, they're coming around the corner.
Exactly,
If
but
we're
we know
playing
playing impact
damage,
is not.
yeah, we playing damage. I mentioned it a while ago, but like we played damage in our last match at World Cup, and it was exactly the same scenario, right? And we had like pretty good field position, but they were up a body, and Arturo was up in the monster looking snake way, and nobody knew Arturo was there. But we had lost, I think, Harry or somebody over on the snakes on the Dorito side. So like the Dorito side was blown, and I could see the massive gap. And I'm like kind of waiting and I was like talking, but I was like yelling backwards. I was really trying to bait Mouse to come bunker me because he was in the snake with me. And it's like he knew though, right? Like
He's never gonna come.
yeah, he knew like he didn't need to come, and it's like, and I was like, man, we're in such a good spot, and it's such a juicy thing, like, and I'm waiting for Chris to make a move on the other side, and we ended up blowing it because it was like, but it was like right there, but again, it all comes down to who we're playing and the scenario. You're playing fucking leverage, or we're up 2-1, or you're playing like a team that doesn't really understand that control or isn't confident enough, then you playing that way is not a horrible move. It's just kind of playing into the environment and the team, and I think that's kind of like I think something that we're getting better at. I think we did a really good job of it as well.
And tempo, like
right.
Either understanding you're going to play to what the team's tempo that you're playing, or you're going to try to dictate the tempo. Right, like that, having some type of awareness and intention on that is important. That I feel like a lot of teams, including us, don't really always discuss before going into a match.
Right.
Which is okay. I mean, did anyone watch that game today, the Argentina game?
No, but I watched somebody do the breakdown of like how in favor everything is towards Argentina, because I've watched a couple of their games and I'm like, dude, this is rough.
Here's what happened in that game. So England, like it was kind of a stalemate. Like, and the reason I'm talking about this because it definitely relates to how paintball games are managed also. So England scored a goal, and I feel like there was like 30 minutes left. They scored a goal like right, I think like right
56 minutes.
Yeah, 56, like a good amount after halftime. So 30 minutes left in the game, England scores a goal, right? Now, up until that point, it was sort of even. Like, I feel like possession and like which team was threatening and stuff like that. After that, England immediately goes and subs in they use like 3 of their subs to get all defensive guys in. So then they like go to this like different formation to where they're not even trying to score. They're just trying to defend. They're not even trying to control the ball midfield. They're just loading up on their own side of the field, trying to prevent goals from happening. So all of a sudden, Argentina is just like getting attempt after attempt to score, right? So they get a bunch of shots on goal, nothing hits, and then with like 4 minutes to go in regulation, they score a goal. Argentina does, right? But now it's tied up, and Argentina's got all their attackers on the field, and England has all their defenders on the field. And the English manager is like decided he's going to play the rest of the game in this defensive way. What happens? Like in stoppage time, Argentina scores another goal and goes up 2-0 and wins the game. So
you got 3 subs anyways, right? Unless it's medical.
Yeah, maybe 3. Yeah. Anyway, they used all their subs on defense. Yeah. So now they're not even positioned to threaten when it got tied up 1-1.
Not the move.
Yeah. So I was just looking at that, and they instantly they got up a goal and then started playing not to lose. Right. So like I guess they chose to have that tempo, but I mean, if they would have kept the cadence and the tempo that they did for the first, 65 minutes, then it probably would have been a different story, because then Argentina would have been, in jeopardy of getting another goal scored on them at some point, or had some type of threat, but that wasn't the case. Like, I think that, England should have won that, but it got mismanaged.
I think.
I believe wholeheartedly that what you're talking about exactly like that applies to paintball.
For sure.
In order for you to control the pace, you do have to go up points. You don't get to control the pace if you lose the first point or two. You're now subject to how the other team wants to play, or you can run into the buzzsaw if they decide to play slowly and it's a field where they can do that. So like it can't be overlooked that to control the pace, you need to execute really well within the first point or two.
Right. However, like if you do go
I-
down points, then you still have the opportunity sometimes to not waste a bunch of time in trying to come back in the match, right? So like if you're down by 2 and then you go down 3-on-5, you can't sit there with the 3 guys and down points and fucking let 3 minutes bake off.
I agree, but you've lost control still too, right?
For
Like that
sure.
is
Yep.
that would be a mental error on the part of the players
Mm-hmm.
to allow a lot of time to come off. But in terms of discussing your pace that you want to play at before the match, I mean, I think like the team's identity right now, I mean, clearly from the performance against the Russians and kind of when we choose to, and I would even argue against Paintball Fit, the tournament before, we can choose to play that way. But it really comes down to playing well enough in those first couple of points to be able to play that way.
Sure. And
That's so critical.
and we historically have been really good when we go up points. Which I mean, rightfully so, most teams probably are. But you know, when we're able to dictate the pace, we're pretty disciplined and like just letting the other team dig themselves into a hole. But I will say like you know, it does prove that we have the depth and the firepower to like go into a game where we play 11, 12, 13, 14 points and just outpace the other team.
Yeah, I think
I would
Spick,
almost argue the
well,
opposite.
sorry,
For
Steve.
playing against Dynasty, I mean, most teams do well when they go up, for for the most part. But I will say the most famous Dynasty is them going down and then still winning the game.
Right. I mean, we were down 0-4 against Ironman.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, the point that continually comes up here is you need to leave yourself enough time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it can be a little bit of it can be like a little bit of a mind fuck because if you get behind on points, then it starts to shift the way that you're thinking, right? But Spica articulated it well going into the event in that we have to be okay with losing some points. And that can even be okay with losing some points when you're down points. Like you just have to keep the ball rolling if that's how you're going to play, you know. And I think that was a good point that um that kind of got into the soul of the team and how the team was not only the pace that the team was willing to play at, but also buying into the entire picture, right? Trusting each other. It's like that really does trickle down through a lot of the aspects of the team, which include trusting each other, not harping on things for a long time, moving on to the next point quickly, which are all productive things in the pit while the match is going on too.
And it's way easier to do that when you have lots of points and lots of time to make those mistakes instead of like playing a 4-point match and the whole thing gets determined on one guy, you know, making a bad decision or getting a bounce or a break or whatever it is. And you know, during Yosh's comment there, I was thinking like, yeah, maybe the fact that England scored the goal early on ended up fucking them, you know? Like that might have been the reason they lost. Like it's crazy to say that, but you know, it did contribute to the overall demise because it augmented their strategy in a way that wasn't advantageous for them for the rest of the match. And eventually they broke.
Well, I think you said it, Alex, which is like they shifted their mindset from playing to win to playing not to lose. And the way that the format gives us now, where we're trying to get 6+ points all the time, and the fact that big bunkers have made it harder and harder to lock down the fields. Like there's times where we get up by points and it's like, all right, let's just, if we play to burn out the clock, we should win this match. Where it's like, let's play just to win the point. If we just keep winning points, we're gonna win the match. And I think that the slowdown process comes from the obvious. I don't want to say obvious, but the points we're supposed to win. You get on a 5-on-3, and then we slow the game down.
Yeah, for sure. You got it.
Right?
You got it. Absolutely. That's when you slow down. When
Yep.
when you're up points and you're up bodies, then you make it on them, and you've got to figure out where they're going to come, because the smart teams will come, right? If there's a mouse or somebody out there that knows they're down bodies and down points, like they're going to try to steal it, and that's the difference in a lot of these matches between the elite teams, or the teams that can get away with a point or two like that in a match. And I mean, man, in practice we did a lot of those well. I mean, I feel like we had a few of those in the tournament that we got away with, which was awesome. And I mean, we're practicing that, and like we're growing that muscle, which is really good.
Yeah, I want to say by the end of practice, we were like 50-50 with the earthquake ball, like for winning or losing those, or it was at least a good percentage of earthquake, make the move, and steal the point. It was pretty close, I
And
would
for all the
say. And
listeners
that
out there,
mentality,
the earthquake call is like if we're losing a side. So if we lost all of our snake side, whoever notices we lose the side, we call the earthquake and we force it down the other side, which I never even thought about prior to Dynasty. And for some reason, you just get up and run, and the shit works. You know what I mean? We pull points back, and it did work a lot more times than it didn't at practice. We didn't have many opportunities to pull it at the event, but we still, yeah. Overall, I mean, I watched the Impact game, and it looked, from a bird's eye view, it looked like the momentum was pulled out of us after we lost the 4-on-2. Then the next point, we were even bodies, and the guy comes through. I forget, I think it's Laval, comes through, gets shot, and then still trades with Blake. And then we're talking about how it should be a major in the pits, and that never happens. Then we're down by 2. And it took us like 2 points to get our energy back to where it needed to be in a positive manner. But by then, it was like us crawling back into it, and we weren't able to come out with the W. Um, and I relive that point, that third point a lot with me, Joey on the Dorito side, and Amara and Mikey on the snake side, and you guys having to buzz it because we didn't go fast enough. The funny thing, and I think I said this to you, Alex, afterwards, is like Joey was behind me, and him and I were having a full conversation about we need to go. Like we knew we needed to go. We had the right mindset. We just didn't execute fast enough.
And we came back and we tied it.
Yeah.
Even with giving them that point.
Yeah.
But if we don't give them that point and we still lose that point, but we burn a minute and a half more, that match isn't even close.
Yeah. Right. Yep. Yeah, but it's on us as the players to recognize they're gonna blow it. Like let's just go. Even if I take off and launch right now and get one guy and cause a commotion, and then it settles down again and you buzz it. Like we should have launched, me specifically on the Dorito side should have launched 30 seconds earlier. Right.
Yeah, and honestly, if you guys try to go and send it on that point and you don't get it, fine. But there's probably like a decent percentage chance, like if you have 4 guys attacking into 5 guys that are like either holding or kind of playing neutral, like I think you have probably a 25% chance or a 30% chance to win that point still.
Yeah, and I think it's like it's not like that push needs to come with a huge move in the beginning of it,
No, it doesn't.
Like, and that's sometimes what stalls players, I think, when you're like, okay, I know we need to go, but there's not some big move for me. I think we have to settle into like, okay, I'm going to take the little move. I'm going to take the small move. And then there's another one. I'll take a small move. And I'm definitely like a player who probably overly looks for the big move in some of those situations. But the reality is, if you take the small move and then your buddy across the field takes a small move, it totally changes the dynamic of how that point is playing. And you can win the point off of that. And you can start to get kills and start to push things to a point where your coaches in the pit can see like, okay, we've earned ourselves back into this point. We have a chance of winning this point, and our guys are being proactive, right? if the coaches are looking from the pit and they're like, I'm seeing no movement, we're down points, time is ticking away, there hasn't really been any movement in 30 seconds or 45 seconds, we're going to have to blow it, then you're totally putting it in the coach's hands, where if you take a small move, it can open something up for the rest of the team.
Or if you die, fine. Get it over
Right.
with.
That's that too. Yeah.
Well, now that comes with a caveat. Everybody is going to play paintball this weekend, and they've got like their spot writing on it or whatever. You've got to understand and I think that this is really important. Yeah, you're like people in Colombia are watching this and they're like they're just gonna Blake's gonna get bunkered because some guy just fucking ran down the field.
I mean, he's going
But
to
you guys
run
are talking about
regardless.
it. So it comes with a little caveat because it does take a lot of time to understand this, right? Like Kyle's been working on it for 2 years, Harry's been working it for a couple of years, and we've been working it for a long time. And it comes down to the experience that you've had over your collective paintball history, right? So Alex, Yosh, and I have had a lot of time on the field in these types of moments, and we've come to the conclusion that in a low probability scenario, so if we're going to try to play it, let's say our whole side was blown out, we'll call it earthquake, and we're playing a 2-on-4, a 2-on-3, and the other team is spread across the field and just us two on the Dorito side. Do we try to plug the hole and send somebody all the way back across the field to try to run to the back center and then try to fight their way all the way back to the snake corner? Or do we take our two-man advantage on the Dorito side and just try to smash down there? It's a low probability win no matter what, but we've found that we've had greater success and there's a higher chance of winning, a higher probability within this low probability scenario of doing it together and just trying to smash because a lot of teams tend not to expect it, right? And that's where we found our success. And I think that we're finding a little bit more on that. Now, the caveat to take home with everybody that's going to be playing paintball this weekend, next weekend, and whenever, especially if you play on a competitive team, is to make sure that your team and your coach especially are aware of what your intention is going to be for the day or for that point, rather than just going out there and just sending it and everybody gets pissed off at you because you just randomly sent it on even if you were up bodies. So first is just understanding the scenario. Are we in a high or low probability win? And this also goes back to like when we used to play 7-man. When we used to lose the most, when it was mixed divisions, we play like amateur or divisional players, semi-pro teams, and we play pro teams. This is how it used to be when it was mixed and 10-man, I think, or 7-man. The teams we'd lose against more often were the ones that took bigger risks, right? They were like, fuck it, it's a low probability chance of beating Dynasty. We're a divisional team. So let's just send it to all the 50s and maybe it'll work. And that's kind of what did work. Now it was out of the ordinary, but they were in a low probability win scenario anyhow, so they may as well try something out of the ordinary. So that's kind of like where this is also really born from. But make sure that your teammates and your coaches especially are aware that you're planning on doing something.
When there's a discrepancy in skill level, like if we're pro and we're playing an amateur team, then we're confident our 4 guys are gonna outplay their 7 without having to do any miraculous moves. We're just gonna snap shoot guys out. We're gonna gunfight them out. We're gonna shoot them on making sloppy moves. We don't have to do anything magical. We're just better players. But that variable or that difference doesn't really exist in pro. It's like everybody kind of has their shit down. And if you're hanging your hat on, I'm going to snap shoot this guy like I did for the past 10 years playing at my local field, it's just not going to work anymore. So you have to look at it in a different way.
Yeah, I can say I've gotten way better at the game since I stopped gunfighting everybody, which happened like 3 months ago.
I can think of like 3 separate examples last weekend or 2 weekends ago when I was on Joy Division, where we were down points and it was like same thing, 3-on-3s, and those dudes crossed it up and we ended up losing those points. Now we ended up, eventually winning the match based on like, fast points later on, but it was the same thing. So I'm actually on them with the same thing. So it's interesting. It's very black and white, interesting scenario. Like
I realized at this last tournament how many tools we have on this team. We have so many good players that can do all parts of the game. And the way we use that is we play a lot of points. We let those guys play a lot.
Mhm. And Harry,
Yeah,
Harry,
and the
don't teach those Joy Division guys.
yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna
They
say
beat
that.
us last time I played them.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was trying
they
to
did
say
beat
it.
us. They did beat us last
They
time.
did beat us, dude. They finally got us back.
Finally.
They finally did
Uh,
it.
they've talked a lot of shit to me since then, which rightfully so. They should be. Uh, but actually, not as much as I would have talked to them. So
Nice move.
but respect.
Nice. Here, let's pivot a little bit into because I was just, we talked about it a little bit, teased the Ion Adventure big game, but we've got Decay of Nations coming up. And I did post in the Discord, but we do have a discount code for everybody, so it's actually pretty good, pretty substantially of a discount.
What is that, Ryan?
So, Decay of Nations, when is it? April, sorry, April, September 26th
26,
and
27.
27th, I believe. Does that sound
Yeah,
right?
I'll probably be at that one.
Probably. You're gonna
Can't
make
wait
the
to
Most
trip all
hang
the
with
way
likely.
down?
Ruba.
Last time at Decay Nations, I got so I got so overheated because I went on this big run. I had to share some guy's camel pack. I was
Oh
like passed out
yeah.
in the bushes.
I'm glad that
Like,
you're I'm
I
glad
need
that you're
water.
still
He's like,
around,
I got a
dude.
camel pack. I'm like, I don't care.
He sucked out of this guy's camel pack. I forgot about that. That's one of those things that you like keep deep it down inside of you and just don't tell anybody ever again. Shame.
Game.
Shame.
Show him your
He,
arm. Show him your arm. Look at this guy.
whoa, how'd he do that?
He was picking his nose and he was climbing a ladder at the same time.
My friend.
Blake.
I did it, Sebastian.
Where's all the art?
He was playing a game with his friends.
Ah,
Blue here.
What kind of game was it?
Huh?
What kind of game?
It was a Fight Club.
Yeah.
Your dad's got jokes. Come on, Scott. What'd you say, Dad?
Down. Fight Club.
What is that?
That's where you fight.
You don't talk
Yeah.
about Fight Club.
You fight with hugs. It's
I can't believe your mom broke your arm.
it's called cheese, and how cheese works. There was two persons that are not a mouse, and there was one person that is the mouse. And there's a ball that is the cheese. You have to throw the cheese to the other person, but you can't throw it to the mouse. If it lands anywhere, the mouse tries to snatch it.
That's a pretty elaborate story that you guys told to CPS.
And I twisted my arm.
Uh-huh. Likely story.
I hope it heals quickly, buddy.
Wow.
Whoa! All right, my guy.
Why is there so many people at
These are all the guys on the paintball team. Got Kyle, Ryan, Yosh,
on yours?
Steven, Harry, Elliot, Blake. Yep.
Mega Man.
Ow.
Do you know who Mega Man is?
Ow.
Have Dad show you Mega Man.
I can show you Mega Man. You look like Mega Man. He shoots lasers out of his arm.
Blasters. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's just Alex.
Ryan, I'm down for
You gotta come over
Decay
here.
right after Dallas, but if you
Wait,
guys
I want to
want-
hear about Elliot's his scavenger hunt.
Bastille Day. Bastille Day.
He was on the news. Elliot was on the news.
No way.
He was a star.
He was
He was a spokesperson for Bastille Day.
still here.
What is Bastille?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. They're talking. Yeah, I was no star, but me and the friends, we have way too much fun every year. Let's put it like that. So we made the feature of Instagram for the Bastille Days for our outfits, which here I'll see if I can pull it on my phone. Which the video should be online. Let's see. Can you guys? No, you can't really see that. Let's see if I turn the brightness down. That usually works. That didn't work because my brightness is still there. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Nice.
it's not really showing. So we were both dressed as Frenchmen. I think it's in the Dynasty chat is where I posted the video of us though. But we got interviewed pre-race, and my buddy just said some stupid stuff, saying that I was 8 beers deep or 6 beers deep, and I really wasn't. I was only like three. But
And
my
Elliot,
goal,
I believe that, man.
what, the three or the eight, six or whatever the hell.
Now I believe
Uh,
Aiden.
Yeah.
I could have, yeah, could have. It was a good time. I was like, oh, what are we talking about here? So we're just messing around, and I always try to strategically place friends to hand me beers throughout the race because people used to always sit on the sides and give you beers, and then over the past couple of years, people just haven't been doing that. So yeah, I only got two more beers on this race, so three before and then two during 5K. It was a good time. And I ate a bunch of like fried food before and afterwards. So yeah, some beignets, had some like pot roast, like soup thing. I don't know, it's a good time. Everyone should join. We were called the Aperol Sprints. The idea for next year is to have Camelbacks filled with Aperol Spritz, and then
Alex knows a
have
guy.
like red solo cups, and then just like hand them out to people. I think we're just gonna be a good time. That's all it's gonna be.
Those that don't know, Elliot's always a good time.
That is fun.
He needs a few beers on him.
Yeah, just give me a couple.
That is a good time. So if you want to have fun like that, then you should definitely come to Decay of Nations. So because Alex, that's basically what Alex is like at Decay of Nations.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I've already been like I was looking into it because I have a friend who has these 50 cal or not 50 cal, is it 50 cal? No, first strike. The first strike like rifles. Like that's like
Oh,
two. He has
nice.
two bolt action rifles, and he's sending me one. So
What?
yeah. So
You can dominate people with those things.
they're so much fun to shoot because you like everyone's been in a scenario where you're just standing in the distance, like laughing at people trying to shoot at you. You just lay down on the ground this first strike, and you will just drill them every time. It's so much fun to use those
So
things.
I know you can use First Strike at Clowns versus Zombies, which will be another one that we're going to, but I don't know if you can use them at um
I've definitely gotten got by a first strike.
okay. Okay.
I was about to say
Those are
if
not-
I
I don't.
can't use
I
it,
don't
I don't
think
want
they
it.
allow
Like,
it at SC Village.
Oh yeah, that
yeah.
is right. I have been shot by a First Strike at SC Village. Those things hurt.
It's not cool.
They're so much fun. They're
Yeah.
so much fun.
That does seem like
They're
fun.
fun to shoot people.
Oh yeah.
So, okay. So for the Champs Club guys, anybody who wants to come, it's $115 with a case of paint for both days. So, I think it's going to be $200 day of. So 115 paint, a case of paint, air entry for 2 day for both days is a 2 day big game. The Saturday is generally on their main original fields, and then Sunday is on their newer kind of buildings areas. It's a really good time. Like that's a really fun event. Also, on top of that, we are going to be drawing a grand prize winner from
There's
today.
one way to get it for free.
There is one way to get it for free, where you don't have to pay that entry fee, and you get to eat crab pot with Alex.
Crab pot with Alex. Share a hotel room with one of us. Your choice, I suppose.
Um, so yeah, it's a really good one. We're also gonna do so yeah, that's the grand prize for this year. This quarter is gonna be a big game experience, a scenario experience with the team. So there will be other events. Probably gonna do Clowns versus Zombies again in October. I'll definitely be there. That one's also a really fun one if the Decay of Nations weekend is a little too soon for you. And then there's also some opportunities to do a couple of those Black Ops big games. I'll be out at Black Ops in next month in August.
Where's Black Ops?
Black Ops Paintball? They've got two of them. They're both in the Carolinas, McMyrtle Beach maybe area, and then Fayetteville.
I think I went to the one in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Ryan, when you going there?
It was awesome.
Yeah, wait, hold on. When's this?
What's up?
I mean, Elliot can show up.
August 22nd and 23rd.
Dude, you suck shit. Are you shitting?
Come on down.
Man,
I'll be in Boston.
I'm in Ireland. Come on, dude.
Erlin.
Man, why is everybody going on trips?
Wait, when are you going to Ireland, bro?
I'm going from August 14th to 27th. I'll be there for like a
Finally,
week and a half.
Elliot's leaving his house. Finally.
Yeah. I listened to Harry. He kind of rubbed off on me. So me and a buddy are gonna go out there with zero plans, and he's done this before. So he's like, yeah, we're just gonna stay at some hostels and have some fun. I'm like, all right, cool. I just
Staying
want to go to a
hostels.
pub. It's gonna be great.
Get privates and hostels.
Okay,
It's the move.
noted. He wants to hike and camp the countryside, so maybe I have to get the tips from you, Ryan, because I know you've done some backpacking trips.
Me? No.
Yeah,
I'm the
you've
opposite.
never like camped. No, haven't you like
That's
camped
me.
out of a car before?
Camping and backpacking are Harry and Blake. I'm the
Yosh.
antithesis of camping and backpacking. And Yosh,
Uh-oh.
talk to those guys if
All
you
right.
want to be uncomfortable.
God, all right.
Talk to me and Al if you talk to me if you want to like live in like a slight budget, but still
All right,
be
got
in a
it.
bed, be horizontal in a bed with a roof over your head, and
Cool.
then talk to Alex if you want to go luxury.
I'll talk to the Roughnecks here because I was told not to stay in major cities in Ireland, just to go off to the countryside. So we might be out of an SUV for a week or so. But
There's no SUVs in England. Everything is mini there.
fucking
Doesn't
whatever. We're gonna sleep in a compact, cuddling with each other, I guess. Then, damn.
Ooh,
Yeah, bring it down. Just bring it down. You should. Tent in a sleeping bed. I'll send you one if you need.
All right, yeah, I was about to say I don't have that. He does.
Dude,
Yeah,
just
I'll tell him
go
to
buy
bring his
one, and
backpack.
then you definitely need a tent or camp. Just get one out there. I'm sure.
I'll send you one. You can buy it.
How difficult, Harrison? How difficult is it to like get like a tent and like like stuff in
Very
Europe?
easy.
Decathlon, dude.
In
The
Europe?
places, yeah, the places are great.
Oh,
Decathlon
really?
is
Bring
the
it
store.
with you. It'll be better. But yeah.
I just can't
Yeah.
imagine I just like getting anything over there is already difficult. I just can't think of like getting specialty items.
Yeah, I see your point.
We'll
Easy enough to
we'll
do.
figure it out as it goes.
Also, Blake, you were playing sick at the last tournament, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Mm-hmm.
you, Alex. I was vibing, just rocking out.
Sometimes you're vibing a little bit
I
too
felt like
hard,
that.
though. I will
I felt
say
like
that.
that guitar player in Mad Max. You know, the one that's chained up to the
Yeah.
with the guitar.
With
I
no
don't know if
eyeballs.
he's vibing.
And no, he's got no eyeballs.
Yeah, right. I mean, I thought we were playing that field the best because everybody else was throwing their middle body away, and Dynasty was doing such a good job of keeping our middle guy alive. You guys were shooting the middle guy out and preserving my body in there, and then it was or Mick pick twos from the middle is, and we played that field so well.
Dude, you know what's crazy, and it'll probably just kind of like irk you a little bit. Those uprising guys didn't even know the bounce shot
I know.
from the alpha off the ghetto into the monster.
I don't think
They didn't know any bounce shots.
I don't think most of the teams knew that bounce shot because surprisingly nobody did it against me. Nobody.
Dude, that is wild. It worked so well.
Well, people tried to shoot it. They just didn't know where it was from. They saw us shooting it and to kill some people, and then the snake guys were doing it from. It was like the snake 2 knuckle they tried to do it from, but it was too close at that point. It would be breaking up the bunker. So
Yeah, but also like we only have 5 pods. How much are you
Sure.
going to risk on shooting a bounce shot when you don't even know? Because when you play the middle, you're just so far rolled off, you don't see that
I mean,
guy.
dude, but it was
But if you're-
100%.
Yeah,
I literally watched Mikey go ABJ shoot the bounce shot. He shot it like with 3 balls, and every single ball hit the guy in the middle. It was
Oh, wow.
insane.
Yeah, it was really good. And here's the thing, Omar, if you're rolled off that far to where you're not susceptible to the bounce shot, you can't even see the guy go from the alpha to the bravo. You won't
Yep.
even really see him going. You have to like expose yourself pretty well. You'll shoot the guy probably going from snake 2 across, but that guy can't really do the bounce shot very well anyhow. So it's like it was good. It was really good. Really good. All right. So should we do we have what do we got cooking for prizes here? Should we give some stuff away?
You can give some Hormy stuff away.
I just broke my golden
You
rule.
can give 5 Hormy prizes.
I just broke my golden rule. I paid for parking.
Oh,
That's
here
the-
I've
that's
got
the
I've
golden
got 2.
rule.
Hey, while I'm setting up these
I Haven't done that in a long time.
Turning over a new leaf.
But
As we're setting these, these
the tall ships are in Boston right now, so there's crazy traffic, tall ships, and
I have a
fireworks.
dog here.
what does tall ships mean?
The
Ships with
English
masts,
Oh, okay.
Like
those
an
big wooden ships with
insane
masts.
get together
There's
of all
hundreds of.
kinds of old ships.
All right, I got to run. 5 Hormy prizes. Love you
Got
guys.
it.
Love y'all.
Hey, while I'm doing this one, we
It's a
Okay.
large though.
sure, Hormy. Hormy. Tiger shirt. Real quick, while we're getting this thing set up, Mike asked, "What is Dynasty doing in practices to learn how to quickly shift gears?" I mean that both in motivational sense to manage positive and negative energy, but also how to get better at switching play speeds during the match.
It's a good question.
Barry, you want to answer it?
Um, yeah, I got you. I'll start with the energy part, right? So like even though we've been doing this for a long time and we're all grown men that you would think would have like structured emotional intelligence in this situation, the game gets away from you all the time, especially when you feel like you're getting cheated. And it really is what the dynasty mantra of boosting and the reminder of boosting, right? You can't just say like you can't go into the tournament the first day and be like, let's make sure we boost each other, and then you don't continue with that and push the team to do it just because there's a lot of what ifs that happen. The mind wanders all the time. And, when you feel you're getting cheated one way or another, your mind will slip away from, we're going to win this no matter what. And we just got to be better and boost each other. And it's really a reminder. It's like making sure that, that we're constantly in the pits monitoring our own emotions. I think out of all games, all sports, because the way that paintball is played, emotional regulation is like one of the biggest things. And not regulating to be null all the time, but to stay on a positive high even when things are bad. Knowing and confidently you're going to win and making sure we reiterate that to all the teammates all the time, even in
Yep.
the worst scenarios. And then for practice, Spica and Junior, like right now we have Junior really being the manager and Spica being the X and O's guys. And the combination of Junior pushing us and Spica elaborating on certain things that he wants is allowing us to push outside of our comfort zone to be able to change those paces. I still think that we can get better by in the mid game, the players taking ownership of like, hey, we're up by two, it's a 53. Now it's time to slow it down, like picking those moments when to do it or we're down by one, we need to go no matter what. But it's a lot of communication of what the expectation is of like what Ryan was saying earlier of him, Yosh, and Alex have been doing this for so long, and they just found what works better is attacking in that low probability scenario. It's learning those things. Like I didn't know that before I came to Dynasty, and it's been a year and a half now of me trying to solidify when are those moments that we take and we capture to do those things in a specific scenario. But it's being able to have both gears and recognizing those gears when they arrive in the game. One thing that we've really focused on the 2 weekends prior to the event was like determining where our winning side was midpoint and calling it out, right? Being able to
Right.
identify exactly where we're winning the point and or where we could win the point and articulating that in the middle of the point, not afterwards, not beforehand from the game plan, but what happens in the game. And that takes like if you're out there practicing this next weekend, try to be a back player where mid game you're like, oh wait, where do we have the advantage? It's hard to put all that information together and then be able to communicate that and execute it. And we're getting better and better at that call. And like Yosh was the champion of it when we were playing against Fit, and I think we did pretty good going into the event. I think when we got to the event, we used it a little bit, but not as much as we did at practice. And I think the more we use it at the event, aka the more we're using it at practice regularly, we feel comfortable with it, the more we'll use it at the event. And that's when we have real control to speed up or slow down because we understand how to win the game. And that's my
Booyah.
Yeah,
Is that my
I
question?
gotta, just like Kyle's saying, I gotta give credit where credit's due. It was something new that this team necessarily hasn't been proficient with, or we haven't really tried to apply it. But Yosh really took that on his shoulders that first week in a fit, and then it just rolled over because Yosh was so adamant about doing it at every point. He was so good at it that the team saw the value of it. It was cool.
Yeah, and I know it's the having like only 6 of us at that practice was like somewhat of a blessing in disguise because we were able to all be on the same page and all really practice it and all kind of listen to that one voice, which applauding Yosh again, who
Well,
was the one
I
who
think
pushed it on.
an
And
interesting thing.
not sitting on everyone else. It's just having that one
Well, I think an interesting
that
thing
one
about
role.
that practice was, I was everybody's flights were fucked, right? And I was in the airport with Junior like the whole night before, trying to get out there. And one of the things that Junior wanted to bring to the team for practices was the system that he implemented for our layout practice, right? Which was basically determining 2 squads and then letting those squads play 4 or 5 points in a row rather than an even rotation to kind of mimic what you guys are describing in the 6-man practice that we had. But it's basically to get continuity and flow going with those players so they go and play a point, and whether they win or lose that point, they come out there, they iron stuff out quickly in real time, and then they go back out and they apply it right away, rather than potentially sitting out for like 8 minutes or something like that while the other squad goes and plays, and then there's a break. And for the most part, like when the other squad would go out there, those guys would watch that squad anyway, rather than working on their own stuff. And so I feel like Junior had that idea in mind, and he would have implemented it whether we had our full 12-man roster at that paintball fit practice or not. But then when Junior implemented that at the layout practice, I felt like it was a really productive way to work together on the layout, even though you could look at that and say, well, now I'm only playing around the same guys for 4 or 5 points in a row, and maybe I didn't get an opportunity to play with KB as many points as I wanted to play with him, right? To see like how that pairing would go. I feel like it concentrated the progression on how we were going to play the layout and all those little things, those corrections that we're talking about. It concentrated that down into like a 5-point sample. And I think, that was kind of like unintentional, obviously, with the flight issues for the fit practice, but it was something that Junior had already had in his mind from like studying. I think he pulled that from an English soccer coach that was talking about how he organizes squads and stuff like that and how they run practices. And he was like, that seems like a good idea to try. So he was gonna bring that to the team anyway. And then when we got 2 weekends of essentially doing just that, I think it helped. And I think we're gonna probably carry that through.
Brad.
I think that was the greatest thing we've done. But I mean, most teams don't have the ability to have so many guys to be able to do that. But I agree. Like, when we would sit there and critique everything that you guys would do, and then also go, well, hey, they lost this point because X Factor's doing this. And then we would be, I think that's what helped us identify like how a point breaks down while we were playing it. Because we would have some of those conversations up in the tower while watching you guys play, which I thought was excellent. And then also, it's not as chaotic. Because we know we're down. We sit down, relax, freaking slice up some watermelon, just watch. And then again, instead of making a mistake, sitting a point or two, we were immediately flipping and going right back out there to build on like, oh, this is what I messed up. Well, this is what I'm going to do next. So I thought that was the greatest thing we've done. But again, we have the ability to do that, which a lot of teams don't by running 2 lines.
Sure. So there's just like, obviously, like, a lot of people have spoken about progression of individual players and the team mentality, but I feel like the process got better too. So I feel like we're on a good trajectory. I mean, the process that the coaches bring is helping the players and the team to improve. I feel like you can't ask for much more.
Yeah, that was a great answer. Good job. Thank you, Mike. Good question there, Mike. Alrighty, I'm going to
There's some winners here.
pick some winners here. Let's see. Um, all right, can you see the wheels? Can everybody see this?
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. Okay, okay, okay. So wheel one is the wheel with just the DCC members, and wheel two has DCC plus DCC plus. Whoops. The all access members. So I'm gonna spin this a couple times. We've got a handful of prizes. Like I said, we'll do a Hormesis prize. I've got a couple prizes from Nectar Energy. Oh, Chris Sautel, Chris Sautelli Pasta. I like that you changed your name, Chris. And we could you guys can kind of keep chatting here. We'll give Jake Schultz.
Hell of a job, Kyle. You really came into this program, and you were patient, and you absorbed all the criticisms, and you just kept you doubled down. You would practice harder, and you would take in this information, and man, you were freaking flying at the event, dude. Proud of you.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's a lot to take in, and for the guys that are in this DCC club, you really have a massive advantage. Like I want to be clear that like being a part of this program where you get to hear Ryan, Alex, Yosh, Blake, Arturo, their mindset of the events and how to play. I have learned so much in a year and a half that for 20 years of playing this sport I've never heard before, right? And it takes you a little bit to one, hear it, understand it, and then know, like Azio says, the moment to capture it, right? And I think I'm just getting better at finding the moments now that I understand it. But all the DCC members here, you guys get that inside scoop that it took me a lot of time to be able to get yelled at by Ryan and be like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, got it.
Well, hold on. Alex and Will yells at people too.
Dude, my first practice ever in Mexico, my first point ever, I got, what the hell are you doing? Like, I'm just like, oh God, okay, there it is.
Really, is that the truth? The
Yeah,
first point?
yeah. I'll never forget it. I was playing an Aztec on the snake side, and Harry and Ryan were on the Dorito side, and we just shot the Dorito guy, and it was a 3-on-2. And Frazee filled out to the snake corner, was rapping on me, and Danny was in the snake, and Danny crawled all the way to our side. And instead of me being heads up waiting for Danny, I was just kind of like rapping the inside because I knew it was safe and I wanted you guys to push down that side. And Danny wrapped around, shot me, shot Ryan, and then Harry got shot one way or another, and Ryan tweaked. Yeah, I'll never forget it. Now I
That
now I
doesn't that
know.
doesn't
Watch the
sound
pimple.
like
In those
Ryan at all.
moments when Ryan's yelling at the other guy, you just shut up and walk away and let the other guy get yelled at.
Yeah, you certainly don't listen and try to absorb some of it.
No, just get as far away as you can. Get out of the fire.
hmm I feel like Alex is way meaner than me. All right, we got the we got the grand prize. We got the grand prize right here, experience. So just a quick recap. Chris Sawtell, Jake Schultz, Kenneth Parker, Jace Bernabe, Jeremy Ruggiero. I butchered that. William McVeigh. Sorry, Jeremy, you guys all won Hormesis prizes. William McVeigh won the Tiger Stripe Dynasty shirt, and then Lane Scott and Chris Peterson both won Nectar prizes, packaged up right here, a little sample pack from the Nectar boys. I feel like Harrison needs one of those things too. So right here, this is for the grand prize.
Big game. Big game experience.
Let's go wheel one.
Best.
I'm gonna shuffle it up a bunch. There we go. Here it is. Big game experience. Hopefully this isn't the spick and span wheel again. Going to it almost Jonathan Jones. Oh, Matthew Duncan.
Matthew Duncan, big winner.
Go,
Right.
Matthew.
Dude, rad,
And
Matt.
also, I want to these grand prize experiences are like they're really cool, man. I think, and Yoshi, you can kind of like attest to like they're really special. Um, it's just a great way for us to be able to hang out with our, obviously we like a lot of you guys that are in the Dynasty Champions Club, we know you guys pretty well, right? Especially you guys who've been there for a long time. And it's great to be able to see everybody and be able to just hang out in the pits or getting burgers whenever that does happen, Jonathan, or at the field or in the wherever it might be, right? And these experiences take it to a whole other level. Like Chris Stoddard that came out to the practice with us. I mean, and all the practice ones have been really, really awesome. Um, but it's just like a whole other level, right? We joked about, eating crab pot with Alex or like, rooming with this guy or doing this. It's like, again, it's like another level of the experience. And, some of the guys, Alan and Steve and Chris, you guys are with us quite a bit and pretty much know our birthdays and social security numbers at this point. But being in the rooms, like getting dinner, all that stuff is such a cool experience, and it's special for us too. I think it means a lot for a lot of the guys on the team, and it's the big games are just absolutely there is nothing on the line. It is
Yeah,
come at your
cool
own
as it
leisure,
gets.
do whatever you want, and just play as much as you get on the field as much as you want and or not, it's your experience, right? So this one's a really really special one. And then I think the next one we'll probably do is maybe the build your own force, or we still have that one on the docket, which is also a very cool experience and just being able to have your own custom signature series gun. But these ones where you come to the events with us, these are special, these are extra fun.
For sure. I'm sure looking forward to it.
Hmm.
Uh, Matthew, I don't think you're in here, so I'll reach out to you and we'll get whatever big game weekend you decide on, we'll get that set up and get travel arranged and start the fun.
Dude, so rad for Matt. Matt is just conquering cancer, and he's got a great mindset. So this is a cool moment.
Oh, no way.
Sick.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you've got the 411. So hopefully he comes out and we get to see him.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get this thing uploaded onto the tube, and I'll get an email out to all the Discord members. Also, reminder if anybody who does want to come, if you guys didn't just Jonathan, I know you didn't. What's this close? But we still have that. We've got that discount code for everybody. I'll put it up again on the Facebook page. I will link it here when we put the prize and the winners. $115 entry and a case of paint for both days. One case of paint, entry for both days.
Decay is a great one. It
Yeah,
really
this
is
is fun.
There's a ton of players there and it's fun hangout and it's California. So, it'll be hot, but the weather's good. It won't rain on you. I can pretty much promise that.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you soon.
Peace out. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, guys.